Hi there, welcome to your training on how to use Beachbody on demand on a browser device. So it could be a computer or a smart TV that has a browser. And this is going to be your resource for not only getting your workout videos in, but particularly if you're using a Chromecast, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, or Apple TV, the newer generation. If you're using those devices, this is where you're going to need to come in order to get your extra materials. So you want to make sure you pay attention to how we do this. So what you'll do is you'll log in and you'll type in club.teambeachbody.com. Notice there's no www before that, and this will allow you to access the Beachbody on demand. This is part of our club membership. And so you'll sign in using the credentials that you used in when you signed up for your challenge pack, um, or for your all access on demand, or for your on demand packages. So check this out. This is what you'll do. You'll log in using those credentials and your password. And then what this will do is we'll bring up the home page for Beachbody on demand, which will give you kind of your portal towards everything that you'll need to know for your workouts. Now, the cool thing about this is you'll get kind of some idea of where you've been here. On the left middle here, you can see what program you've been doing, and you can see how many workouts you've done in the past 7 days. You can see my wife and I have both done workouts each day, so there's 2 there. Total amount of workouts, and then it lists a challenge du jour, which is a challenge of the day, which you might be considering. Now, in this programs area, this tab, you'll see there's our member library, premium content, and then goes all the way down here, even including our recipes, which if you notice that last billboard that passed over was our Fixate cooking show, which allows you to have healthy, good recipes and shows you how to do them. Your main concern is going to be right now in the member library. Now, depending on if you purchased all access or if you purchased, say, just a 90-day portion of this, you'll need to access either this, or if you want to access premium content, if you only did the 90 days and you want to get some of our newer programs, this is where you would do that. So the member library is what we're going to focus in on today, and that's going to allow you to access all the purchases you've made, whether you've purchased them individually or if you've purchased the all access on demand. This will show you all the programs that are available to you. Okay, so purchase programs, and what this will do is it'll give you the list of all the different programs that are available to you, and you can see down in the member library, and you'll be all set. Now, what you'll do is you'll hit, we're going to use 21 Day Fix as an example because this is a pretty regularly used program for us, popular for us. And what this is going to do is it's going to show you kind of the summary of what the workouts look like, gives you an idea of what they do, and gives you the level of what the difficulty that they are. Now, on the left side, you'll see 21 Day Fix. You'll see all the workouts for this. And then in addition to that, you're going to see some deluxe, and then you'll see Remix the Fix, which also gives you some additional workouts that have been created by Autumn Calabrese in this case. So sometimes you'll see deluxe and added stuff over the time, and that's kind of a cool feature because your membership just adds more value. Now, on the right side here, you're going to see, and this is really critical for you to understand, particular things where it says the food list. There's an FAQs. Start here. Always great to read that. Your workout calendar. No matter what program you're doing, this is significant. So we hit workout calendar, and it's going to download a PDF and shows you basically in the format of how the layout for the 21 Day Fix works for your days. You can see total body cardio on one, Monday, Tuesday, upper fix, and so on and so on. And that allows you to download that, so you can download that as a PDF and save that actually to your computer or wherever you'd like, and maybe print it out even and post it in a place. This is what I do. And then I check off, particularly if I'm doing this program, I would just check off each of these days and then do it again for the second week and then finally again for the third week. That allows you to do that. All right, back to your portal here, and then you can see the eating plan as well. There's a vegan eating plan, a 3-day quick fix, and lots of fun stuff, tally sheets. So there's lots of materials, including stuff in Spanish as well. All right, and then your workouts, what you'll do, of course, if you're on day 1, you would hit that, and it would bring up your very first workout, which is going to give you, it's going to buffer there and allow you to be able to work out to your program. And that gives you access to these all the time, and no matter where you're at, which I think is a very handy thing, so you don't necessarily have to have a DVD player with you. So you can see how this plays, and there you go, Total Body Cardio Fix. All right, so I hope this was helpful to you. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your coach, and they will help you make sure that you get set up. Also, you can check out the FAQs if you need to. Hi, everyone, here to coach you through using Beachbody on demand for either your iPhone or your iPad. It works the same way for both, just looks a little bit different. You'll download the Beachbody On Demand app from your app store. This is a native app. It's different than running it through a browser on an Android device. Hopefully soon we'll have an Android app as well. So you'll hit your BOD, and at that point you will sign in to your account. Just like we did before, you would have a sign in and log in with your email as well as your password. Then what you'll do is you've got sections here where you've got recently watched, your purchase programs, member library. Again, if you have all access, it'll just say member library because you'll have every program in the entire Beachbody library. Okay, so in this case, I'll hit over to Core de Force. And you can see we have a listing of the speed workouts, the shred workouts. It kind of lists it all the way down so you can get an idea of what we'll do. Now, the unique thing about having this on your iPhone, particularly if you're maybe going to the gym or if you're traveling and you're not certain of if you're going to have Wi-Fi, you can click over here on the right side. You can click and then download a size of their workout to your phone. So you can look at your program ahead of time. If you're traveling for 7 days, you can store up to 7 workouts. And I recommend probably just getting the smallest one if you want. The quality may not be as good, but really it's going to be more about being able to hear them and sort of see the form. Okay? So there's that, and it saves some space on your phone. So you can download those. Now, in addition to that, you have what's called the program materials section, which you can click here. And this is just like the computer situation where you can set, and you've got everything from the quick start to calendars, hybrid calendars, eating plans, food tracker, and then also even Spanish resources if you did need that. Okay? And so in this particular case, we'll do this, and we'll hit the download the calendar. You can see what that looks like. And then that's something you can save to your phone and be able to have that for reference so you can work out and know exactly what you're doing for your workouts. So that's pretty much that. And then as you're working out here, there's some fun things where you can have accessibility to an Apple Watch, and that allows you to get specifically tracking your calories, tracking your heart rate, and things like that, and that's available all in here. Okay, so you'll have your average heart rate you can see and calories burned when you do connect your Apple Watch to this device, which is pretty cool. All right, guys, I hope this is helpful. And if you do have any more questions, please contact your coach, or you can hit the FAQs in the description of this set of videos here. You'll see there's an FAQ bar which you can click. All right, thanks. All right, everybody, so we're on the Amazon Fire Stick, and if you are on your home screen of Amazon Fire, you'll find a spot on the left side where it will say apps. Now, you may be on a Roku device or a different device or Chromecast or Apple TV, so the menu is going to be different, but you're going to still need to download whatever app. So what you'll do is you'll hit apps and then you'll search for Beachbody On Demand. And it'll often be in the fitness category, so it'll be pretty easy to find. And then what in this case for me is that now in my home it's part of one of my favorites or recent, okay? And so I'll click over to Beachbody On Demand. And in this case, just so you understand, there's a setup procedure. So when you do click on this, it will ask you to pair this with your account. And you'll get effectively a login code that you'll need to go to a computer, and it'll say Beachbody On Demand, and and it's like an access, and it'll say / I forget, there's a website. that says /Fire Stick or /Roku /Apple TV, and so you have a different ways of kind of authorizing your device, okay? And so that's what will happen for this. But then once your device is actually authorized, then you'll be able to access all your content. So you'll click right on it, and it'll take just a moment. And you'll see Beachbody On Demand. Then what happens is you'll be pulled up into our main menu, which is coming up right here. So across the top, you'll see Home, Purchase Programs, Member Library, Challenge du Jour, by trainer, by type, and settings. Really, you never have to deal with settings other than if you want to unlink the device, which is that. But then everything else here you'll see. So Purchase Programs is going to be for people who don't have the All Access On Demand, because All Access On Demand is literally going to open up all of the programs. So you may or may not have that menu up here. In this case, this is a spot where it is Purchase Programs, and then you can go to your, and you can see that real fast. So that, right here. And so these are my purchase programs that we have, and you can ultimately then click on those and go to your videos each day. I'm going to show you for this specifically. I'll show you because my program currently is 22-minute hardcore. And effectively there's cold starts, and you can see how this rolls. So you'll see all the different videos, and remember to follow your workout calendar. And you see from the computer video that you saw just prior to this, you can see where your calendar was either downloaded probably from your computer or from the website onto your computer, or maybe it was on your iPad or something like that. So you have the calendar, so you're working out with that, and maybe printing it out even. That's what I do, and actually have it posted in my workout area. And so you'll go over to each of these, and it's very simple. All you do is click on that and make sure you're following your calendar. The View More portion always has, at least for this, is just kind of gives you the deluxe workouts versus the base kit ones as well. So you can see that, and it depends on which, every workout has a little bit of a different menu when it comes to View More. Okay? And then you pretty much roll, and if you are just up for a little bit of a change, you can hop over to our Challenge du Jour, which is effectively kind of a mix-up. So a whole bunch of Beachbody programs put in here, and you can kind of mix things up there just a bit, which is kind of fun. And then real quick, in our member library, just so you're aware of this, within this you'll see Challenge du Jour, our 3-week yoga retreat, which is a unique exclusive to Beachbody On Demand, as well as our Beachbody Yoga Studio. Those two are specifically to Beachbody On Demand only. You can't actually get those on DVD. And then finally also our Fixate cooking show, which features Autumn Calabrese and her brother Bobby, and they effectively take good recipes from that would fit the 21-day fix, and actually a lot of our other programs. So it doesn't necessarily need to be you're doing 21-day fix in order to do this, but these are great recipes, and it kind of shows you how to do them. So it's a great little thing to check out. Hope this helps.